Maybe that's more enjoyable. Good morning, good afternoon. It's Sabrina here with Spoiled Agent. We are getting started. We have three superstars. I haven't done this in a while, so I feel like we're just like this whole collection of amazing, amazing hoteliers here. We've got Marriott Village Orlando. We've got Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin and Marriott Orlando World Center. Thank you, Christine. Brand new partner of ours, just signed on with Spoiled Agent. Christine and I started chatting a few months back, and she's like, I want to work with you all. And they supported us through Travel Agent Month with great contests and trivia. And we're so excited to have them on as partners. And especially, I love this sharing that they're bringing you all this great, robust product in such a phenomenal destination. How are you today, Christine?
Terrific, and we're excited to be here and present all of our great hotels in Orlando.
Fantastic. And Sarah, how are you doing?
Hi, everyone. Welcome to virtual Florida over here. And thank you all for your time. And we're very excited to share what great properties we have for you.
And excuse the informality, let me introduce, Christine Peters is the Senior Sales Executive for Leisure Sales with the Orlando World Center Marriott. And Sarah Garay is also with us with the Marriott Village Orlando. And she's like the chief boss lady, because I could tell already she's got all kinds of fun things up her sleeve. And Chris Kane is the Senior Sales Executive with the Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin Resort. How are you, Chris?
Hello, I'm doing great, and thank you all so much for joining. We are excited to present our wonderful Marriott Resorts of Orlando, but really thank you all for joining us today. Thanks so much.
Okay, so we know that your destination is a lot of fun, and I can feel it because look at these reactions and vibes and the love that we're already getting from the agents. I love it. That's how we welcome our partners. We have a treat in store for you today. So there will be three different presentations. I'll just do quick housekeeping and reminding you, of course, keep those reactions coming because that makes our heart feel happy and full. And please keep that chat box for the oohs and the ahs. We know there's going to be lots, and they're going to fly through. So if you have questions that you'd like answered, please make sure to take the time to put them in the Q&A box, because as I said, Sarah, Christine, and Chris, they're in destination. They're the experts and pros, and they're going to be able to answer those questions for you. But if you leave them in the chat, they often get lost. Of course, this will be recorded. So if you're going to go ahead and book the Orlando World Center Marriott for your guest next week and you have to run off the webinar, we forgive you, right, Christine? So come back, you can come back and view the recording, or maybe you want to show bits of it to a client. That's perfectly fine. There will be a follow-up email. And again, it's recorded as all our sessions are. Now, we do have two fantastic prizes today. Would either of you like to share that, Christine or Chris, or shall I?
We can let you know. So I'm excited to give away a 2-night stay at the Orlando World Center Marriott. So the list of participants I see is growing. So that's very exciting. And we're going to have a nice prize for you, and can't wait for you to come stay with us and welcome you to our world.
Yes, and we're also going to be giving away a 2-night stay for your choice of the Walt Disney World Swan or Dolphin to come and enjoy our resorts right here in the center of Disney. And again, thank you for joining.
Oh, well, fantastic. They're going to be able to enjoy that pool that's right behind you and those water slides that I can see with you, Christine. Oh my goodness, that is so exciting. So to qualify for that, all you need to do is to stay on until the Q&A portion. If you're going to run at that point because you're going to call your clients all about these properties, that's okay, no problem. But do stay on until the Q&A. And if you're joining us in Facebook, only for Facebook, please put your email so we can enter you as well. But here in Zoom, we already have all of your information. And again, keep that reaction and love going. And without further ado, we will get started, and we'll do our Q&A right at the end, of course.
Great. All right, well, bear with me here. We're going to
absolutely
share the screen here.
And I'll let you know when it's looking perfect. How about that?
Okay. And we go.
It looks amazing. Thank you, Chris. Take it away.
All right. Well, thanks again, everybody. My name is Chris, and thank you for joining us today. I'm going to give you a really quick run through of the Swan and Dolphin in our new shiny penny, the Swan Reserve. So just to give you an idea, so in this next slide, you see the Swan and Dolphin, which are connected by walkway. Those are both 34 years new. And then our newest resort, the Swan Reserve, is right across the street. And that opened about 2.5 years ago. It'll be 3 in November. But one thing that you'll hear me probably mention too many times is that no matter which of the 3 resorts you stay at, the Swan, the Dolphin, or the Swan Reserve, you have access to everything at all 3 resorts. So we call that triplex access. So I'll talk way more about that as we go through this. So one question that we get a lot is we are unique. We are not owned by Marriott, but we're on just not owned by Disney, excuse me, but we're on Disney property. We're actually managed by Marriott Hotels. So when you see, this is a map of our location where the pink circle is, that's where our 3 resorts are located. And we're in the Epcot resort area. The great thing about that is that we are basically 10 to 15 minutes from all the Disney theme parks in Disney Springs. Additionally, we are probably, depends on traffic, but we're probably 20 to 25 minutes from Universal and SeaWorld, maybe 10 to 15 minutes from the Prime Outlets shopping complex in Lake Buena Vista. So not only are we on-site Disney, but we're also really close to all the major fun things to do in the Orlando market. And how we got here was way back when Epcot was first being built. Our ownership, which has a construction division, basically said, hey, Disney, if we help you build Epcot, will you allow us to build properties on your property? And so the Disney agreed. We actually negotiated this location here, the Epcot Resort area, and that's how we got to be here. So we signed a 99-year lease, but that's how we are Disney partner resorts in the center of Disney. Now, the other question that we get quite a bit, and I'm sure you do too, is since we're not owned by Disney, what Disney benefits do we provide to the guests that stay with us? And the great news is we are right on par with the Disney benefits as a Disney-owned resort. So, for example, we have the complimentary transportation to all the Disney theme parks. We've got the motor coaches that go to Magic Kingdom, Animal Kingdom, and Disney Springs. Those run every 15 to 20 minutes. And then we also have water taxis, or the Friendship water launches that go to Epcot and Hollywood Studios, and those run every 15 to 20 minutes as well. Also, with our location, you can walk to Epcot and Hollywood Studios. So we're about a 15-20 minute walk, just depending how quickly your strides are. Additionally, we have both the early entry and the extended hours benefit that the guests enjoy. So the extended hours benefit, that particular benefit is where on certain days of the week, Disney will keep one resort open 2 hours later. And that particular benefit is just valid for Disney's deluxe resorts and ourselves. So that's even more of a exclusive benefit per se. Also, we do have that 7 a.m. Lightning Lane access for our guests, complimentary parking in the Disney theme parks with a resort key. And one great little side benefit is at the Swan and Dolphin, we have Disney planning centers, which are like Disney concierge. Say they will help guests with everything from A to Z. So if guests need help with linking things on My Disney Experience, Disney dining reservations, tickets, and for anything A to Z, the Disney planning centers are there to help the guests. And again, a great resource for them to utilize. Now, with our property features between the 3 resorts, and there's a picture of the water taxi, we've got 23 restaurant lounge options between the 3 resorts. We are a great foodie resort. 6 pools, 5 pools between the Swan and Dolphin, and then 1 pool at the Swan Reserve. The grotto pool is what you see behind me with the waterfall and everything. We've got great activities program, Camp Dolphin. Unfortunately, the character dining is still on pause. We're hoping it comes back later this year. 3 24-hour fitness centers and a beautiful Mandara spa. So lots of things to do and say. One thing that's not listed here is we also have our own Swan Dolphin app, which it's a great resource for the guests. It really has everything from our property maps. It has a live chat feature. It's got restaurant hours. It's got theme park information, everything like that. So I highly recommend that guests download the Swan Dolphin app while they're staying with us, as it's a great tool as well. So these are some room shots for the Swan and Dolphin. The room product is very similar. We're actually in the process of doing some soft good upgrades to the Swan Hotel, which will be completed at the end of this year. And then we'll start at the Dolphin next year. One things we did too during our full renovations, which finished in 2018, is we updated our lobby areas at both the Dolphin and Swan. So we added grab and go outlets that you see fuel here for the Dolphin, lobby bar called Fins. And then for the Swan, we added a lot more lounge seating, another grab and go outlet called Java. So lots of nice updates and refreshed product for the guests to enjoy. Now, I mentioned 23 restaurant and lounge options. Again, these are just some pictures of our signature restaurants between the Swan and Dolphin. Shula's and Blue Zoo. Shula's our steakhouse, and Blue Zoo is our seafood restaurant at the Dolphin Hotel. Amari is our Mediterranean restaurant at the Swan Reserve. And then Il Molino is our Italian restaurant at the Swan. And again, no matter which resort you stay at, you have access to everything at all three. So great dining options for the guests to enjoy. Here's some shots of our pools. So the pictures on the left-hand side is part of our grotto pool area, which is behind me again. And then on the right-hand side is pictures of the Swan Reserve pool. And again, 6 pools total for the guests to enjoy between our 3 resorts. Now, here's our new shiny penny, as I like to call it, the Swan Reserve. This one is directly across the street from the Swan and Dolphin. This one is unique. It's an Autograph brand hotel. It's 349 rooms, but it's really configured to feature 1 and 2 bedroom signature suites. And to give you an idea of that, so this is a picture of one of our signature suites. On the left-hand side is the living room section. You'll see that there's all floor-to-ceiling windows. That's a queen-size sleeper sofa, and you see 1 TV. But what you don't see in that picture is behind it, there's a second TV, there's a credenza with a microwave and mini fridge. There's also that will connect to 1 or 2 bedrooms. So the 1-bedroom suites, and the bedrooms have TVs as well, but the 1-bedroom suites will sleep 4 to 6, and the 2-bedroom suites will sleep up to 8. So it's a great thing for families and extended families too. And one thing with the suites is there's no charge for extra adults, meaning that you can have 8 adults in a 2-bedroom suite for the price of 1 adult. So that's something good to keep in mind. Great value. And also with our pricing in general, when you look at our resorts, we're in that deluxe category for Disney, 4-star, 4 diamond, but our pricing tends to fall more in line with Disney's moderate resorts. So you get basically a 4-star experience, 4 diamond product for 3-star pricing. So that's another good thing to keep in mind. So quick recap, great location right there in the Epcot Resort area, the great Disney benefits and resort amenities, the updated guest room and ongoing updated guest room products for the Swan and Dolphin, the Swan Reserve featuring that 1 and 2 bedroom signature suite, and the triplex access. So that was a quick run through for me. And again, I really appreciate your time. We look forward to answering any questions you have. And I am going to turn it over to Christine Peters to talk about the fabulous Orlando World Center Marriott.
Thank you, Chris. I'm excited to present the Orlando World Center Marriott to you. Our property is a 4-diamond vacation paradise. It's moments from the magic, just off-site resort, and it's about 1.5 miles from Walt Disney World. It's 2,010 rooms situated on 200 acres, and it is the largest Marriott in the world. Our location, as I mentioned, we're 1.5 miles from Disney. We're about 17 miles from the airport, and within 10 minutes from Universal and SeaWorld, Discovery Cove, and all the other attractions. But we're so close to Disney, you can see all the fireworks from our resort. And I know you do book a lot of pre and post cruises, so we're only 60 minutes from the Port of Canaveral, as well as some of our guests will go out of the Port of Tampa, which is about 70 miles. This is the first impression that your guests will experience when they walk into our lobby. It's a 28-story glass elevator in the main tower, and it has a huge lobby lounge, including a sushi bar. And our big Starbucks is in the main lobby, as well as you can see on the bottom right is our big front desk. So as I mentioned before, it's a very large resort, but it has a lot of energy to it. It's a very high-profile Marriott. These are our newly redesigned guest rooms. They've all been renovated over the last 3 years. We spent about $100 million really upgrading the resort and redoing all of our rooms and adding a lot of new features and amenities for your guests. So they all have hard surface flooring. All the rooms either have 2 queen beds or 1 king. On our website and on this slide, you can see the 3D images. The rooms are very, very spacious, but they're very comfortable. They're really at the JW level of comfort and well-appointed decor and furniture. The best part of the rooms is that they all have extended, very large balconies. So your guests can sit outside and see the fireworks or enjoy just the Florida sunshine. So that's a really nice feature. Also, we do have a guaranteed connecting room package. And that's what you can book right online or through the GDS, and that's called the family package, and it guarantees 2 queens to 1 king or 2 queens to 2 queens. So please take a look at that. It includes parking. This is a couple pictures of our suites. We have 121 suites. Next, please, Chris. This is just some additional pictures. All of the suites are loaded, so you're able to book all the suites. We've loaded those in the GDS and online and priced those affordably for our families, especially for the summer. So please look at suites. You'll see that there's a lot of choices for you. There's 10 different floor plans. Many of our extended families or the multi-generational families, they'll all book a suite and then they'll book connecting room package, or they'll book another room that they'll want right by. And then of course you always have that family member that might want to be in a total different wing. So let us know if you're booking multi-gen families or extended families. Will help you. We do have 10 unique dining outlets. It's a big resort, as I mentioned, and our guests really appreciate and expect a lot of choices. So they all have very different types of cuisine and menus and themes. On the top left is Mikado's. That's our Japanese teppanyaki style restaurant. A great show for the families. There's 18 to a table, and it's open for dinner only. It gets very busy, so that's one restaurant we would highly recommend reservations at. And they also have a private room for those big families. On the top right is our latitude and longitude, and this is where they would enjoy the breakfast buffet and then meals for lunch and dinner. This is like a big Vegas buffet, and this is where all the guests, if you book a breakfast package, that's what they would dine, would be at latitude and longitude. On the bottom left is our Italian restaurant. It's right in the main lobby as well. And bottom right is High Velocity, a huge sports bar. So that's good, affordable dining and options for those families, very casual. Huge, lots of big TVs. My favorite is that we have these little TVs in the booths, and those where the kids can watch the cartoons. So a couple choices for you for dining. Next, just to continue with that, we do have the lobby lounge, as I mentioned, and the top right is a sushi bar. Central pantries are grab and go, an upscale food court, but lower level poolside. They have everything there: beer, wine, beverages, hot item salads, open early and stays open late. Starbucks in the lobby. The bottom left is Falls Pool Bar and Grill. And then the bottom right is our cargo container. It's over at the water park, serves tropical drinks. So lots of choices for your guests. And this is the heartbeat of the hotel. This is why our guests continue to come back. This is a 400,000 gallon lagoon pool. It's called Falls Pool. We upgraded this pool 2 years ago, and it's now 0 entry, which is great for the smaller kids. It has a sun shelf that wraps around the perimeter of the pool where you can soak in 8 inches of water. There's waterfalls, there's cabanas that surround the pool. There's 4 jumbo screen TVs, so Dad loves sitting on those sun shelves watching the game of the day. And this is where we do the dive-in movies and all of our nighttime experiences is the Round Falls Pool. But we were voted the best family resort in Florida for pools recently by Forbes. You can see there's cabanas that are on the upper level, pool that are walk-in. There's 3 water slides in this area, the big drop slide, and then there's 2 curvy slides, as well as an interactive splash zone for the smaller kids, and they have their own slide. So this is Falls Pool, and it's a heartbeat of the hotel. Next, I wanted to show you River Falls Waterpark. Next. And we built this about 2 years ago, too. We spent $10 million in creating this new water park for your guests to enjoy. It's called River Falls, and it has 3 inner tube slides. So this has the double rider slides, the single rider slides, so they're different than the other slides. So now we have a total of 7 water slides. So if that's all you remember, 7 water slides, a lazy river, your families will definitely book and stay here. This area also has cabanas, a 575-foot lazy river, the cargo container, as I mentioned, and it was voted the best water park in Orlando, hotel in Orlando by Forbes last year. And at your leisure, we took you'll be able to watch this video. We'll send it out after. And David Marriott and our general manager came to ride the slide. David Marriott joined our general manager, rode the slide for the first time. So it's really a great video. So you'll have a chance to watch that after. But these is just a list of some of those activities that we do for children of all ages. We really dial it up during the holidays too, because holidays is kind of low season for us. We have to sell out 2,000 rooms. So it's a great weekend when we have holidays, 4th of July, Memorial Day, New Year's Eve. Those are the three holidays that we actually have our own fireworks. So you can see kind of the level of activities we do at the resort. But we also have a nightly laser show, and that's over the main pool. And it's lights and music, and then it's followed by those Disney fireworks, which are free. In addition to all that fun and all those water slides, we have 18 holes of golf, and that is at Hawks Landing. It is footsteps from the lobby, so you don't have to take a golf cart or drive. You just walk right on that course. We have mini golf. We do have a boutique spa, a big fitness center, and we do provide shuttle service to the 4 Disney theme parks and Disney Springs, and that's included in the resort fee. Some things that are uniquely ours at the Orlando World Center Marriott, we do have some seasonal experiences throughout the year. As I mentioned, those fireworks. Sometimes we do events in our stock room. It's our speak easy. We do curated events there. Maker's Mark will have crafting cocktail classes, and we did a spook easy in there for the kids. On the top right, you can see Ella. She's our resident mermaid. So every other Saturday night in the summer, we have mermaids swimming in the pool, followed by glow parties. So that's a fun event that we promote for the summer for the kids. I think the dads like it too. And we also have 15 poolside cabanas. And Mingo the Flamingo is our new character, and he joins the kids in their fun and games, and also you may see him appear at breakfast. But all these are some different and new activities that we have at the World Center. But thank you very much. We appreciate your partnership, and I look forward to working with you on all those amazing guests you're going to send our way. Next, we have Sarah from the Marriott Village.
Hello, everyone. How awesome is that? Right? We have receiving all this information, great partners, and then now we have the Marriott Village Orlando. So here a little bit about the Marriott Village. We are 3 brands under one roof. We have a Courtyard, a Spring Hill Suites, and a Fairfield, all together creating a complex, all under one roof. Let's dive into our complex more. May I have next slide, please. Well, that will be a video that I'm going to share with you all. So what about our complex? Our complex totals 1,100 guest rooms. That's right. We have 3 different brands all together with 20,000 square feet of flexible space between the indoor and the outdoor for activities. We have 3 resort-style swimming pools, 1 in each hotel, all with 0 entrance for all those kids, being able to enjoy. The Courtyard features an indoor-outdoor pool for everyone. And then we also have each hotel counts with its own hot tub and splash zone for all the kids to have a good time. In order to that, we have our Village Square area, which will be on the top left corner. The Village Square area is an open area with playground, green areas for activities, basketball court. You can have all the fun there, enjoy the sun. And then on the side, we're gonna have the Village Food Hall, which is on the right side top. That the Village Food Hall serves all our fun food, just because we can cater a big amount of orders between ice cream, sandwiches, pizzas, salads, sodas, you name it, all the good candy as well to keep everyone hyped up. Also, as being a part of a good neighborhood hotel, we have a partnership with Disney. So we offer you all the great perks at a value price. So we have transportation included to all Disney parks, Disney Springs, and the premium outlets. Addition to that, we have a state-of-the-art fitness center that cares all 3 properties with all your areas to stay fit. We also have business areas in every hotel, concierge services, and all the fun for Disney. May I have the next slide? So let's dive into what the Village has. We have 3 brands under one roof. The courtyard is the second largest courtyard in the country. It's here at the Village. We have 5 floors, 312 guest rooms, between 12 suites. So the courtyard is gonna be a mix between your kings and your doubles, all queen beds, and then all rooms come equipped with a microwave and a mini fridge. All Wi-Fi throughout the entire Village. Next slide. And now we go to the Spring Hill Suites. The Spring Hill Suites personally is my favorite brand, and I know because it's the extra space. Every room is a suite. So we have now 400 suites seated here at the Village. It is the largest Spring Hill Suites in the world, and we offer complimentary daily hot breakfast buffet within your rate. We also have pool zones, and who doesn't want some Mickey pancakes, right? So all of this with the extra space of having a nice living room in your room, a kitchenette area with your microwave and your fridge. Next slide. And then we go to the Fairfield Inn. A Fairfield Inn is 388 rooms with 25 family suites. These are our favorite rooms at the Fairfield because we have a king bedroom with a divider to a bunk bed room. So the kids can have their own space, watch their own TV, some Disney movies, and then right next to them, they're gonna have the parents and they can relax in their own bed, enjoy their own Netflix, all on their one room. We offer a connector to a double or a king. So basically you can have a family of 12 between 2 rooms at a value price. So that is one of the biggest perks that we can offer at the Fairfield. And on top of that, we offer you complimentary hot breakfast buffet for everybody. So those are the 3 brands that we can offer for all types of clientele. Let me share about our locations. So this is an aerial shot of our Village. You can see all 3 brands under one roof. We are 6 miles away from the Disney parks, 4 miles from SeaWorld, 8 miles from Universal. And you can actually walk to the premium outlets. So you can go walk, enjoy the sun, and then we'll pick you up back from all your shopping back to your hotel. We also offer the transportation to Disney Springs, and we're only 2 miles away. And then we have more than 10 plus restaurants within 0.5 miles. Right behind us, we can find good restaurants. It's a BJ's restaurant, a Bahama Breeze, a Golden Corral. So all the options just within walking distance. And we're very close to our partners. We love partnering with our Marriott partners. We're just 5 miles away from the Sun and Dolphin, 2.5 miles away from the World Center. So anything all within close distance. I am just very thankful for your presentation. Anything that you may need, we are here for you. And I want to give you a little surprise. So the Marriott Village is very excited to offer a 2 complimentary night as well in the package for everyone. So we hope that you can experience all our 3 brands and all our Marriott hotels. Thank you all.
We accept. That's so amazing, Sarah. That is so kind of you. What a lovely surprise. Thank you. So much generosity, so many phenomenal things. In a minute, I'm going to put in the chat the presentation, sort of a bio on each property for you and the contact details for Sarah, Chris, and Christine. I want to say they did such a good job on keeping it tight for you and sharing really just highlights. I know we could talk an hour about each property easily, or the properties. Really just so phenomenal. We have lots of great comments as well as questions. So if you do have to run, of course, that's okay. We understand. But hang out if you have time. Chris, Christine, and Sarah, is it okay if we do the Q&A?
Absolutely.
Well, really well done. I have no idea how many agents, but I can imagine it's a phenomenal amount, are speed dialing their clients right now, saying, look at this, look at that, the updates of the properties and all of that. So I had a lot of questions. The chat is blowing up. So again, if you have questions, make sure they go in the Q&A. I'll go to the Facebook questions first. So you can have a chance here on Zoom to add your questions to the Q&A if you haven't yet done so. So about groups at the property, I believe this is when you were speaking, Christine, but for all of you, do you have sort of group departments or who they should reach out to if they'd like to book a group with you?
I would go ahead and reach out to all of us and we will get you to the right person in our group department.
Okay, perfect. And when I have a minute, I'll share that PDF
Yep.
right here in the chat with everyone.
Oh, great.
Facebook has everyone's info as well already in there, but the chat, it does get buried pretty quickly with all the exciting comments. And then the next one, dietary restrictions or preferences. So vegan, vegetarian, do any of your properties for the three of you cater to that? Maybe any of you can answer to that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely. I think, go
yeah, go
ahead.
ahead, Chris.
Go.
Oh,
Well,
I
yeah,
think I'm on.
absolutely. We can, I think all of our resorts do. When they're at the restaurant, they can just mention right up front. But we definitely have all kinds of options, depending on their vegan or any restrictions or specialties that they may like. So we definitely have those options and abilities at our outlets.
Okay, perfect. Someone is saying my Q&A isn't working, and I'll let you, I know Christine and Sarah, but before this gets buried, just because it goes so fast, a couple people are saying their Q&A isn't working. Okay, not sure why. That's really, really strange, but I'm going to try and find these questions here. Are there TA rates? Okay, that's fine. I have that in the Q&A anyway. Someone else says their Q&A is fine. Thank you for sharing that with us because it looks fine to me on this end, but you never know. Sometimes if you don't have the latest version of Zoom, things like that can happen. Or maybe it's your menu bar on the bottom. If you can find that bar, you should be able to see a few more options. So before it gets buried, I'll read this out. Who can I book without completing the training? Maybe by calling on site. I'm not exactly sure if you're asking who can you book with, or if you want the agent rates, or Christine, do you know maybe what that
So,
would lead
the
to?
Hotel Excellence is the agent training for Marriott. So
Okay,
you can take that training and then you'll be a graduate and you'll be able to book all of our the rates that are under the Hotel Excellence program at all of our resorts through the portal that you will need to log in. But all of us also have other travel agent rates available, so you could reach out to us. As well as I know Orlando has the Orlando Travel Academy, so they offer a short training, and that hotels do offer some rates with them. So lots of options, but contact us direct.
and here on Spoiled Agent, you will find some of those rates, of course, definitely for the Marriott Orlando World Center. No problem. And I feel like your hotel name is backwards. It's driving me nuts.
Yeah,
It is. It's Orlando World Center Marriott. Thank
yeah.
you. I'll fix it in a second. It's important so the agents can remember, but you're the biggest and the largest, and so many things, of course, are standing out about all of the properties. So I've put this Spoiled Agent link in there as well. Karen, we've got it. How can you book without completing the training? So how can you book without completing the training? I guess you can book through your preferred method, right?
Yeah, so if it's about agent rates, you can book through us direct. You can just contact us and we'll see if there's agent rates available. We definitely want you to come stay now that you participated in the webinar.
Okay, great. And then someone's asking about military discounts for active duty and veteran. Are there anything, or first responders? I guess we might as well throw that
Yeah.
in.
Both. So many of our hotels offer a government military rate. We offer first responder rates. We offer teacher rates. So absolutely, let us know if you need help booking that, and let us know if your customer qualifies.
Kanisha shared a link right now in the chat. Thank you for the webinar training. Thank you, Kanisha. You're just like my little helper angel. Thank you so much. I'm going to throw that also here in Facebook, so everyone in our Facebook stream can see that as well. I really appreciate you sharing. Okay, so I think, what else did I have here? Oh, which of the properties would be closest to Walt Disney World? I think that would be, well, you can answer.
Yeah, that would probably be, we're actually on site Disney. So we're basically in the Epcot resort area. So you can actually walk to Epcot Hollywood Studios from our resorts. But we're basically 10 to 15 minutes travel time from Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, Disney Springs. But all of us are actually really close to the Disney resort,
Right?
where we are just on site. So
Okay, I see. Because I remember Christine even said that you could see the fireworks from the balcony
Mhm.
there. That's got to be close. Yeah. Okay. Very good. Thank you for answering that. Now I will go over to the Q&A. Oh, okay, here we go. I understand the transportation from Marriott Village to Disney is available. How often does it come? And is it included in the price of the rooms?
That is correct. Transportation is included in your room, and we are based on Disney's schedule. So we will start transportation 1 hour prior to Disney starting opening parks, and then the last shuttle will come 1 hour after, so everyone can enjoy the fireworks.
Okay, and I've had a couple requests for the recording. We don't send it out unless you didn't show up, and since you're here, we assume you had a chance to see it. But please take that link and save it. That is the link for Spoiled Agent, where this webinar will be posted for you, of course. And not only will the webinar be posted there, but Orlando World Center Marriott has their travel agent rates, videos, all sorts of amazing information and resources there that you can find. And again, I will be sharing with all of you, of course, the information for Chris with Walt Disney World Swan and Dolphin, and Sarah with the Marriott Village Orlando as well. Okay, when booking the Swan or Dolphin, I'm going to move to more on the Q&A. When booking the Swan or Dolphin, is it better to book on the Disney TA site or the Marriott TA site?
well, both are good options. By booking direct through Marriott, the guests will receive their Bonvoy points on their room rate and everything like that. Plus, with Marriott, you probably will have more room types available to book. So that would be the advantages to book via Marriott or your Hotel Excellence site as well. But we also work very closely with the Disney Travel Agent site as well. So if you're more comfortable with that, there's that option as well. But overall, I would say for the most options, it's probably booking through Marriott.com. Also, we work with all of probably the preferred wholesale accounts that you all may work with, whether it be Walt Disney Travel Company, Apple Leisure Group, Delta Vacations. So that's another way to book our resorts as well, which is, and typically with the package rates, the rates tend to be more aggressively discounted. So that's another option to think about for all of our resorts in addition.
Okay, perfect. Do you book the Swan directly? Wait, when booking the Swan, is it better to book on the, maybe this is similar. Do you book the Swan directly on the Marriott website or go through the Disney site? I feel like you might have answered that.
Right. Yeah, you can do
Perfect.
either or.
Okay,
basically.
great. Are there any parking fees for guests staying at the resorts?
So yes, we do charge for parking at the Marriott World Center. It's $32 per night, and also valet is $50 per night. Our resort fee is $47. It does include the wristbands to the water park, so there's no additional fees for the water park, and it's not open to outside guests. So the water park is included in the resort fee. Also, the Disney shuttle, the transportation to the theme parks, is in the resort fee, as well as internet and some items at the golf. But there are fees. But a lot of our guests now are just taking the shuttle.
Okay, perfect.
And
And
then-
can you specifically request a room with a tub at the Orlando World Center Marriott?
You can. And if you need my help, just go ahead and email me and we'll make sure that happens.
Okay, great. And is there a schedule of events somewhere for the Marriott for each location?
When you say you mean like our activities for on property? Is that what they're?
I think so, yeah.
So yes, definitely again, for us, it would be probably our website, as well as that Swan Dolphin app that I mentioned during the presentation, where it's constantly updates with our activity schedule. So those are both great resources for our resorts.
Okay. This one says directly, Chris, are the Swan and Dolphin hotels still, or are you participating in the Disney dining plan at this time?
No, that particular benefit is just for Disney-owned resorts, unfortunately. So that's the one program that our resorts are not part of. That's strictly for the Disney-owned resorts. But great question.
But you have everything else. You have so many perks. It's unbelievable. Next one, are any of the resorts pet friendly?
The Marriott World Center is not, but we do accept, of course, service dogs.
And same here for us.
Same here.
Same for all three. Okay, perfect. And are the guests of the Marriott Village able to use the water park at your property, Christine?
No, they are not. You have to be a guest at the resort to be able to use the water park. But I know the Marriott Village has 3 amazing pools that the guests can use.
Okay. Are there long-term programs for snowbirds?
We do have length of stay rates at most of our hotels, but they tend to be like 5 or 7 nights. I will mention some of the other brands, like Residence Inn is a good long-term stay brand, Town Place Suites, and also the Residence Inn is one of the brands that offers accepts pets.
Okay.
We do at the village here, we do have a program for a long-term stay. It starts on the website, but if you send me a note, we have a program for our snowbirds, especially for the Spring Hill Suites in Fairfield. They tend to enjoy that, and then it includes breakfast. So it's a good value for them. We have a program. Yeah.
Perhaps we've answered this, but I do want to make sure the agents get the answer they're looking for. So I might sometimes have something repeated in a different way. So thanks for your patience to the 3 of you. Are there any certifications for each of these hotels? I guess it would be your excellence training, right?
Right. It would be the Hotel Excellence Program, which is the Marriott program that helps you learn a lot about the brands. And that would be, once you graduate, you would be eligible for the Hotel Excellence rates.
Okay, and in the chat is coming again that link for everyone so that you can register for that training. Someone had said they couldn't see the document in the chat for the contact info. Not to worry, because we're going to email you everyone's contact details post-webinar. Sorry.
So I did see in the question, we're giving away a 2-night stay at the resort at all the hotels, but they will go to one winner for each of the hotels. I think I saw they thought maybe we were giving it to everybody, which we would love to do, but it's just for 3 prizes of 2-night stay.
If everybody promises to sell 100 rooms this year, then that's a different story. But yes, we have such a generous offering that 3 winners on one webinar. That's not very typical. And that's quite fantastic. Thank you for clarifying, Christine. But I'm sure if you have a production minimum, there can be discussions, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, and I guess you get that with your agent, fantastic agent programs. Okay, question to Christine. The water park is included with the hotel rate? Question.
So it's included in the resort fee, which is $47. So our guests, when they check in, will get wristbands because it is not open to other guests that don't stay with us. So it's included in the resort fee. There's no additional fees.
And is that resort fee per room or per guest?
So it's per room per night, and it also
per night.
Includes the shuttle and the water park and the internet and some other items.
Okay, makes sense.
I know that we earlier covered the parking fees at the World Center. I think someone still wanted to know about the other hotels.
Yeah, and so for us, yes, we also have parking fees. So self-parking is $36 a day. Valet is $44 a day. Now, one caveat is if you book us as a package, say through Disney Travel, for example, there's a 5-night maximum on the self-parking charge. So let's say you book a guest for 7-night stays. The guest would just pay 5 nights for parking, and the other 2 nights are complimentary. And again, that's if you book as a package through one of your preferred wholesale accounts like Disney Travel or any of the Air Canada Vacations or WestJet Vacations, things like that. Our resort fee is $45 a day plus tax. So besides the Disney benefits, it also includes we have daily Swan paddle boat rides. We have nightly s'mores beach parties with movies. We have live fitness instruction, of course, the Wi-Fi. We also give a discount for our on-property guests at the Mandara Spa, which is $30 a day off of a spend of $230 or more. So that's the Mandara Spa is open to the public, but only our on-site guests receive that discount once they spend that $230.
And at the village, we have overnight self-parking at $19. And we have a destination fee of $5. But we give you back those $5. It is per room, per night, but we give it back as a resort credit to utilize at any of our outlets. So you can buy Starbucks, you can buy breakfast, you can buy a sandwich, a pizza with those $5.
Okay, fantastic. And what are the fees? Speaking about fees, I'll just keep us on that subject for a bit. What are the fees at the other sites? Maybe we've covered that. Just mentioned resort and parking fees for World Center. Just looking to see what the fees are at the other sites. I feel like maybe we've talked about it all now. Right? Okay.
Yep. Yep.
And please, spoiled agents, if you have another question, you throw it in there. We'll take care of it with pleasure. So we should do the excellence training in addition to the Disney training, right? Someone's asking, should they do both?
So so it's two. So the Hotel Excellence program is for the Marriott hotels, globally, and then the Disney training, of course, is specific to the Disney resorts, theme parks, etc. So it's two different programs. So I would encourage, of course, to do both. But yeah, once you complete the Hotel Excellence program, it opens up those travel advisor discount rates globally for you. So it's a wonderful program.
Okay. And those fantastic rates, can they be applied for the Disney Marriott hotels?
Yes, absolutely. I think for all of our resorts.
Fantastic. Okay. Can we find the teacher rates online, or is that something to book direct, or those discounted rates you talked about? Teacher or veteran, or
You can book them online. I know for our hotel, I would think for the others as well.
okay. Real quick in the chat, is there an opportunity to do a site visit if in the area?
Please.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Come
That's
over.
fantastic. Yeah, that's great. Absolutely. And when booking with Marriott, do we have to do anything special with WDW tickets to get the perks? Walt Disney World, I'm sorry, that probably means new acronym for me.
So I think with all the resorts, so basically the key is that you need to set up your profile on My Disney Experience, and then basically from there you'll put in your Disney ticket numbers, and then that's how it will set up everything for you, for the different perks per se.
Okay. Are dining plans available?
So for our resorts, we don't have any specific guest dining plans. We do have some as part of our activities program with Camp Dolphin. We have kind of some programs that include where the guests can bring their children over to our Camp Dolphin facility. And then if they want to dine, they get a discount if they dine at one of our signature restaurants. So we have plans kind of like that, but not a specific dining plan where you pay a flat rate per se and then enjoy and you get X amount of meals at the different outlets. So we do not have that.
Yeah, it's similar with us. Some of our packages include breakfast or a resort credit. So all of us probably have the stay for breakfast and the Marriott Village, those great brands, and two of them include breakfast.
Okay. And is the Hotel Excellence program available to agents who are with IntelliTravel?
Not at this time. So hopefully, I know you can book if you're with the IntelliTravel group, you can book the travel industry rates, just not the Hotel Excellence rates. And you can also take very specialized, like the Orlando Academy travel. I know I do hear from a lot of IntelliTravel agents that have taken that, and then we do extend those rates to them because we'd like, for you to see our hotels about the state.
Great. And then I have a question here. Oh, sorry, Chris.
Oh no, I was just going to say the Orlando Academy. That just lets you. That's through Visit Orlando, so that's where you would access that Orlando Academy travel information.
And I'm happy to share that in the chat as well, just so you have that. And I'll share that directly, of course, with that person asking the question. Okay, so here comes the question that I think you saw, Christine. For the 2 complimentary nights, will we get an email with info on how to book? Yes, you will. If you're the winner, you will know by Tuesday that you have this prize and how it works and all of that fun stuff. So there will be 3 different winners, one from each of our amazing, gracious hosts. So yeah, good luck to everyone. And as long as you were on until we started the Q&A, you have qualified. And if you have to run, that's okay. but absolutely the winner will be notified. So watch your cell phone, watch your emails, because you might be one of those lucky people. And we are giving away 2 nights that that you can choose either at Walt Disney World, Swan, or Dolphin, 2 nights at the Marriott Orlando World Center separately, and then 2 nights, graciously, Sarah jumped in and got in the spirit and said, well, me
Yep.
too. She's going to throw in another 2 nights. So thank you for that, Sarah. We love that enthusiasm and that you help us spoil our agents. Next question, I'm assuming, and you'll know by Tuesday, okay? So the winners are randomly selected, and that's how that goes. I'm assuming you can't do a package with tickets if you book directly on Marriott website. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. There's different packages options available for all the resorts, but we do not have a package that includes Disney tickets. Like I said, we do have our Disney Planning Center desk right here on site for the Swan Dolphin where you can purchase Disney tickets, but we don't actually have a specific package that we do through Marriott that includes Disney tickets or theme park tickets, I should say.
Absolutely. Okay, let me see. Sarah, are there blockout dates for the comp nights? Great question.
You know, actually, we are keeping those 2 quite open. I believe they will be maybe a couple blockouts just depending our season, but it's quite available. We'll have availability. You'll enjoy it.
Okay, and I assume you pay the resort fee even if you won your complimentary stay, right? Because everybody pays that resort fee.
Correct.
Makes sense. What platform do I use to create a Disney Experience account?
So basically, there's for Disney has its My Disney Experience. Is you probably can check through DisneyWorld.com, or they have an app for sure, My Disney Experience. You can search that, but that's how you would create your profile per se for Disney to set everything up. But My Disney Experience is what you need to look for.
That's something for customers, right? Or not just agents?
Right,
Okay.
both. Yeah,
Both.
exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Right.
Thank you
So,
for
well, it says
clarifying.
primarily customers, but meaning like, so for travel agents, of course, Disney has DisneyTravelAgents.com. So that's where you would create your profile for the travel agent side. But for if you're coming to Disney yourselves, My Disney Experience is where you would need to go to set up your profile for that if you're visiting Disney in the theme parks. If that makes sense.
Absolutely. Okay. And then if booking via Marriott for Swan and Dolphin and also getting tickets through Disney, how do you link the tickets so you get the perks of the early entry and late stay, etc.? Great question.
Yeah, and that's where on My Disney Experience, you'll input the confirmation number that you receive for our properties. And then that basically will link you to where then you get everything, the early entry, the extended hours, all those Disney benefits is how you just put in the confirmation number you receive for our resorts in the My Disney Experience app.
Okay, fantastic. I can't believe it. Oh, I was going to say we got to the end, but we got another one. Okay. Do you have an affiliate link? These spoiled agents are amazing and they're pros because they know you ask questions, you get answers, and that's how you can book more clients and stand apart from any other agent because you're informed. And so by all means, ask away because that's why we're here. There's nothing worse if you do a webinar and nobody asks a question and you think, wow, I don't know, did I say everything? So that's great. Do you have an affiliate link we can post on our travel site?
Well, we have links to our pages on Marriott.com, and then links for, maybe the Hotel Excellence Program. A lot of the links I think you provided in the chat, but
Exactly. Same thing. Not specific links for our resorts, but more through the Marriott, like the Hotel Excellence Program, which have already been posted. Yeah.
or directly to our property pages. We have to.
Fantastic. Wanda says, I came in late. Does Marriott have villas?
So good question. Marriott Vacation Club has a variety of villas and lots of choices in Orlando. There's a couple right at footsteps of the World Center. There's Grand Vista, a couple over by the SeaWorld area. So lots of choices. They do. But just so you know, the Spring Hill Suites is one of my favorite brands. And I saw in the chat someone was staying at a Spring Hill Suites in Omaha on their way to Vegas, and there's the Marriott Village House, the Spring Hill Suites, and it's the best.
You can't beat it. Having that space and having a
Mhm.
place, you know,
Yeah.
it's
Yeah.
really nice, especially when you're traveling with kids, or maybe you have, you know, even just to give them some whatever in the morning. And yeah.
Great.
Mickey
Um,
pancakes. It's
and
perfect.
Mickey pancakes. I know you have pancakes, so even better. You get a fridge and you don't have to cook. So you can put more important things in the fridge, depending on what that means to you. Okay. Do you need your own IATA or similar to be able to get the TA rates? Great question.
Yes, an IATA or a CLIA, IATAN, TIBS, I think, or
There's a bunch of different ones. You can look on our site when you register. There's a whole list of all the different ones you need. But yes, you need to be affiliated, of course, and often prove that. So I want to come down with my family, including a 3-year-old great grandchild this Christmas break. Awesome. Can you bring me, Wanda? I want to go too. I think actually that's a lovely idea to do Christmas
Yeah.
at the properties. And I learned that today. I wouldn't know that that's your lower season. And what a magical way to spend Christmas, really. Does Marriott have a social group for travel agents? I'm assuming maybe social media, or do any of you have any social media? I have the page of Marriott right here. Are there any? I do have social media for Orlando World Center that I can share. Facebook, there you go. I got it. But if anyone else, Sarah or Chris, if you have that you'd like to share, here you go. This is not necessarily specific to agents, so I'll let Christine speak to that, but that's the Facebook page for the Orlando World Center Marriott.
And we are on Instagram. Actually, I'm on that account as well. So we are very present with social. So follow us and I'll leave you our ad so you can take a look.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
And is there something specific for agents from any of your properties or Marriott in general that is like an agent group on social media that you know of? Or for the trade, or is it mostly just the brand in general?
Probably the brand in general, and then our own, like you mentioned, social media pages, tags,
Okay,
things like
But
that.
maybe this is
fantastic.
a great idea. Maybe we can start our own, travel agent social group with all of our partners here in Orlando and start catering everyone. I don't know.
It's a lot of work, but it's a great idea. Everyone loves to be social. So it's fantastic, Sarah. And I love that you are volunteering to run that. Just joking. I think that's great. I'm teasing you. I have a lot of fun doing the socials here with Spoiled Agent, but yes, it's a great place and a great platform. As well, of course, you can reach out to everyone through our directory that we have online. Susan Palanca says, let me into the group. Okay, you're in. And you're never going to be out again. You're going to be a super VIP, Susan. So thanks everyone for attending with us. We were right on the 1 hour mark. And that's because you have super professionals here, really keeping it tight. So look forward, hopefully with Christine, Chris, and Sarah, at least Christine, we will have another opportunity to dive a little bit deeper in the future with another webinar. Thanks so much to all you spoiled agents for attending, all our agents across US and Canada. And thank you to our hosts for being so gracious with these amazing prizes. You have to promise me in the chat, spoiled agents, that you're going to share on our Facebook groups, because I want to live through you and see what you're experiencing at these phenomenal places. So I'll go around and ask if there are any final words. Of course, we have some more. Oh, no, we don't have questions. Okay, good. I'll let you each, if you have any words, we can start with you, Chris, and then go with Sarah, and Christine can end it off. If you have any final words to our audience before we end.
No, I just want to say what a great audience, and thanks for all the wonderful questions and your time today. This has had a fantastic time and really appreciate it, and just look forward to you come visiting with us down here in the Orlando area, right on the center of Disney. So thanks again.
Yes, I want to say thank you. Thank you for staying engaged. All the hearts, all the thumbs up. We receive it with love, and we really hope we can see you here in Orlando, explore the destination, and have a different perspective of it here at the village, right? Anything you need, I am at your service. Thank you.
Thank you, everyone, for attending. We're looking forward to a partnership. Please come visit us and send clients our way, and we'll help you with any bookings or any questions you may have. But it was a wonderful webinar, and thank you for being so engaged.
100%. Thank you, everyone. Have a beautiful rest of your day. And we're going to see you all hopefully very soon at Disney.
Thank you.
Bye for now.